Welcome to Movie Vault. Today, we're diving back into the mysterious and thrilling world of Stranger Things, and this time, it's bigger, darker, and more terrifying than ever. Season 4 takes us beyond the borders of Hawkins, splitting our heroes across three different locations: Hawkins, California, and even a Russian prison. New threats emerge, terrifying creatures lurk in the shadows, and the battle against the Upside Down reaches a whole new level. With Eleven struggling without her powers, a powerful new villain known as Vecna, and shocking revelations about the origins of the Upside Down, Stranger Things Season 4 delivers some of the most intense and emotional moments of the entire series. So grab your waffles, crank up the 80s tunes, and let's break down everything that happened in Stranger Things Season 4. Episode 1: The Hellfire Club, A New Beginning and a Dark Past. We open with a chilling flashback to September 8, 1979, at Hawkins National Laboratory. Dr. Brenner is conducting experiments on young test subjects, but suddenly, a brutal massacre occurs. Blood is everywhere, and standing in the middle of it all is a young Eleven. Did she do this? Or is there something even darker at play? Jumping to 1986, we see our favorite characters adjusting to a new normal after the events of Season 3. Eleven, Will, Jonathan, and Joyce are now living in Lenora Hills, California. Eleven struggles to fit in at school, constantly bullied by a girl named Angela. She also misses Mike, who still lives in Hawkins. In Hawkins, Mike, Dustin, and Lucas are part of the Hellfire Club, a high-stakes Dungeons & Dragons group led by the eccentric and charismatic Eddie Munson. Lucas, eager to be popular, has joined the basketball team, causing a rift between him and his old friends. Max, still mourning Billy's death, has become distant and withdrawn. But while the group struggles with typical teenage problems, something far more sinister is happening beneath the surface. Enter Chrissy Cunningham, the school's head cheerleader. She begins experiencing terrifying visions, including a nightmarish figure with a skeletal face and piercing red eyes. That night, she meets with Eddie to buy drugs, hoping to silence the voices in her head. But before she can escape, she is brutally murdered by an unseen force, her body levitating and twisting in unnatural ways. And just like that, the horror begins. Episode 2, The Three: The Curse of Vecna and the Monster and the Superhero. The police assume Eddie murdered Chrissy, but Dustin believes otherwise. He, along with Max and the gang, begins investigating. Meanwhile, Nancy and Robin follow their own leads, discovering that Chrissy isn't the first victim of this entity. In California, Mike arrives to visit Eleven, but things quickly go wrong. Eleven, still powerless, is humiliated by Angela at a skating rink and lashes out violently, striking her in the face with a roller skate. Meanwhile, Joyce receives a mysterious package from Russia, a message saying Hopper is alive. As more people in Hawkins begin experiencing visions, hallucinations of their deepest traumas, Dustin and the gang uncover the truth. A new villain, known as Vecna, is hunting people, preying on their fears and regrets. And once he marks a victim, their fate is sealed. Episode 4, Dear Billy, the most emotional episode yet. Max, who has been suffering Vecna's visions, realizes she is his next victim. With time running out, she writes letters to everyone she loves, preparing for her fate. Vecna finally attacks, dragging Max into his dark realm, where he prepares to kill her. Just when it seems all hope is lost, Nancy and Robin discover the key to survival. Music can help break Vecna's hold. With no time to lose, Lucas and Dustin blast Max's favorite song, Kate Bush's Running Up That Hill, into her headphones. The song creates a portal, and Max fights her way back to reality, escaping Vecna's grasp just in time. It's one of the most powerful and emotional moments in the series, and a fan-favorite episode. Episode 5-6, The Nina Project and the Dive. Eleven is taken by Dr. Owens to an underground lab known as Project Nina, where she must revisit her past to regain her powers. Meanwhile, Hopper, still imprisoned in Russia, is forced to fight a Demogorgon in a brutal gladiator-style battle. In Hawkins, the group realizes Vecna's victims are all connected to the Upside Down. The murders are weakening the barrier between worlds, setting up a massive catastrophe. Episode 7, The Massacre at Hawkins Lab, The Truth About Vecna. Nancy and the group investigate Victor Creel, a man whose family was killed in the 50s under similar circumstances. They discover that his son, Henry Creel, was born with unnatural psychic abilities. Through Eleven's memories, we learn the shocking truth. Henry Creel was the first test subject at Hawkins' lab, number 1. He massacred the other children at the lab. 11 defeated him, sending him into the Upside Down, where he transformed into Vecna. Everything that has happened, the Demogorgon, the Mind Flayer, the Upside Down's invasion, was Vecna's doing. Episodes 8-9, The Battle for Hawkins. The group splits up for the final confrontation. 11 regains her powers and confronts Vecna inside Max's mind. Hopper, Joyce, and Murray escape the Russian prison, killing a Demogorgon. Steve, Nancy, and Robin enter the Upside Down to attack Vecna in his lair. Dustin and Eddie distract the Demobats, leading to Eddie's heartbreaking sacrifice. Vecna overpowers 11, nearly killing Max, but 11 fights back, severely wounding him. However, Max dies for a moment, and in that brief time, Vecna's plan succeeds. The barrier between Hawkins and the Upside Down shatters, splitting the town apart. Max is left in a coma, and Vecna is still out there. The aftermath and what's next. Hawkins is now a disaster zone, with cracks in reality allowing the Upside Down to spread into the real world. The war isn't over. Vecna is still alive, and 11 knows that he won't stop until everything is consumed. With Stranger Things heading into its final season, the battle against the Upside Down is about to reach its ultimate climax. Final thoughts. Stranger Things 4's darkest chapter yet. Season 4 was bigger, scarier, and more emotional than ever. With Eddie Munson's tragic fate, Max's uncertain future, and Vecna's terrifying return, the stakes have never been higher. What was your favorite moment from Season 4? And what do you think will happen in the final season? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into your favorite movies and shows. Until next time, stay strange.